Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Whoa. What the hell's going on here? Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again with another one. Footy Talk. Lewis, what you telling me, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Top 5 back in our hands.
No, I hear it.
Against Liverpool, I feel really happy with the way the season's actually turning out. Because a couple of weeks ago, I was ready to accept the end of our season was over.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't beat Fulham, we're done. It seems like we've kind of grown from that Fulham game. I was speaking about the change in mentality I've seen from the Chelsea squad. And I feel like there's a little bit of resiliency starting to grow within this team. Fulham being one example, and also us not losing our heads when we conceded late on against Liverpool. Because when Van Dijk got that goal, part of me got PTSD back to the Arsenal game because I've seen us drop leads before, especially in the Big Six games. This time we didn't do it. This time our head stayed switched on. We stuck to the game plan. We managed to force them into a penalty and got the third goal, killed them off. And I think that's a very good result for our confidence and also for the top 5 race. Now, as long as we win all of our games, we're 4th. And if other teams slip up, maybe we start looking a little bit higher again. Maybe.
Yeah.
Certain
No,
men
I
are
hear
starting
it.
to ignore the league. Certain men are mentally checked out of the league. Keep dropping points. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep dropping points.
No, spot on. I completely hear that, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, like it's the time of the season where only the results matter, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like you've got a tough run in at the end, and Don was saying yesterday he thinks four points is enough to secure top 5. And obviously you've got United and Forest, and I think Forest are done now, bro. I think Forest ran out of steam now, and they are where they're supposed to be, and they're going to continue to make their way down the table. And with us focusing on the Europa League anyway, not that it makes a difference. I don't see how you at the bridge, yeah, you don't beat us. So like, I
Yeah,
think
because
I
you
think
guys are
you're
gonna have the final on your minds. I didn't
yeah
clock that's before the end of the season.
yeah. What is before the end of the season?
The Europa League final, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's before the last game of the season. So we
Why
got
the
the
fuck is
United,
that?
Chelsea
Why is that?
United.
It wasn't always like that, was it?
Nah, not always. It's just some BS. I don't know why, but it's the Chelsea United game on the Friday.
Maybe it's
Then
because of
you
the
play
Club
the
World Cup
final
or
on the
something. Maybe
Wednesday, and then the last game of the season.
is it because of the Club World Cup? Maybe.
That would make sense. I'd guess that actually makes sense. But yeah, you guys play the final before the
Yeah,
last
it is the
game of the
Club World
season.
Cup. Okay, interesting.
So you lot will rotate everybody. It will be
Yep.
the whole youth team. So
Mm.
even with our crap record against you guys, there's no way we don't win that. You lot will just want to get through that with no difficulties, no injuries, and keep it
Mm-hmm.
stepping.
No, fact.
Newcastle, I actually think we can go there and get a result. Joe Linton being out is going to be a knock on their midfield. We can win that midfield battle, and they'll play a direct game against us, which means that we'll be able to play the sort of football that we're comfortable doing. We can win there. I'm not going to say we will bop them off the park, but I feel like people are more worried about St James's Park than Newcastle. I get like it's naturally a tricky away and a tricky away ground for us, but we
No,
can
fact.
go there and get a result. I've seen Brighton win there. I've seen Fulham win there. So a reason why Chelsea can't. Then
No, fact.
if we win both of those games, I think all we need is a draw from Forest, and then we're good.
Yeah,
Because I
I
don't
think
think
you're good.
Forest drop any more points personally anyway, because they got West Ham and Leicester before they play us. Like, even with how bad their form's been, I don't see them dropping points in either of those games. But what they've done now is enough.
Yeah, I get that. I get that completely, man. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. All's well that ends well, innit? That's what they say.
Mhm.
So, bro, it doesn't matter. Like, you're on a really good run at the moment. You were on a horrible run previously, and again, no one's gonna remember that shit run that you lot were on. If you end up finishing where you're supposed to finish. And to be fair, like this table's weird because Arsenal have been second for most of the season. They could end up finishing outside the top 3. Do you know what I mean? You lot could end up finishing maybe inside the top 3, and then all of a sudden, nobody remembers the little patch that you lot had. So I don't know. We just need
Bro,
to see
we
how
could
the
have
final
caught up
games
to
go.
Arsenal time ago. It's just the form's been so garbage.
Yeah, because they've had what 12, 13 draws.
Yeah, I think we got 13 draws or something, but we got the same amount of wins as Arsenal. That's
I
the
think they've
annoying.
got like 12, 13 draws though, I believe. I think you've just lost more in it, I believe.
Let me
Because I think
see.
City have won more games than them. Like it's a mad. They've got
Yeah,
bare
they got
games.
13 draws. We only got
See that?
9.
You see
But
that?
it's the 8
13 draws is
losses.
crazy. Yeah, 13 draws is crazy.
So we got less draws and the same amount of wins as Phase 5 Arteta.
See it there?
That's crazy. That
Exactly.
is
So,
fucking crazy.
but that's it. So you lot
And they'll
really and
probably drop
truly,
points again. Liverpool won't be as checked out when they're at home. I don't
yeah,
think
at
so.
home, the fans won't allow them to go to sleep the way they went to sleep against you lot.
And then Newcastle, they're going to have more of a fight. Because I think regardless whether they go through against PSG or not, the Premier League they've mentally checked out of.
Absolutely.
And they're just lucky they got Southampton last game. That's the only reason why I'm not saying Arsenal are in a top 5 race. But they got to hold on to like being in the top 3. Because City are creeping up on them, Chelsea are creeping up on them. If either one of those teams even finishes level on them, someone got to get sacked, innit?
Yeah.
Someone got to get sacked. No way Phase 1 Maresca, a championship manager with Robert Sanchez in goal and a bunch of centre-backs I don't rate, finishes level or above Arsenal in 1 year. Ain't no way. But they could let it happen. They could really let it happen. And then I want to hear what the excuses are. They'll tell me that I spent 1.5 billion, but I was told I spent 1.5 million on garbage. So why is that garbage finished above them?
It's facts. It's 100% facts, man.
Very uncomfortable conversations, man. Keep dropping points.
No, it's gonna be interesting, bro. I can't lie. Their season can go from one of so much chat here to an absolute disaster, bro. This is the beauty, yeah. This is the beauty of letting the race take its course, bruv. We keep telling these man every single season, yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. These man always think, yeah, that the race is over before it's over, and they start slowing down before the finish line. It happens every year. It happens every single year. We will be here.
Fans say get Arteta a statue because they beat Madrid 3-0.
That's it. We'll be here, guys. We will be here for the second leg of the PSG game. The managers come out and said Dembele is definitely playing. Like, bro, them man are gonna get butchered in France, bro. I can't wait. I'm here for it, bro.
Yeah, this is going to be the actual cauldron. Not that fake mess that they said the Bernabeu was going to be. This is going to be serious.
No, facts.
And you lot aren't ready for it. You're not ready for it. The only changes you lot could make would be to put Marino back up top. Yeah, Odegaard will still play, so you're down to 10 men already. That back line's still going to get touched up by PSG's front line. And Arsenal's front line don't scare anybody.
Facts.
The only thing that frightened about Arsenal was the defense and Rice getting free kicks. He ain't scored since that Madrid game. Why do I care?
Free kicks, bro. Listen, the whole thing's spooky, bro. So I'm looking forward, innit? I'm looking forward to that game. I just want them out of that competition, yeah, so we can really start cooking, bro. I'll be honest.
I was willing to wait till the final, but you know what?
Tomorrow, I wasn't willing to wait till the final. I said, bro, listen, I've had enough, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've had enough. Like, I'll be honest.
I understand.
It's lasted too long, bruv. It's lasted way too long. So
you give them a little bit to get gassed about for too long, it gets irritating. But
that's what I'm saying. So now, like, we've had enough of this Arsenal, like this trash now, and now let's get them out of here now. You know what I mean? And this is what it is. And then I can have a look to our final. You're gonna be in the final. I'm gonna be in the final. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Spurs are gonna be in the final. Do you know what I mean? We just need to get Arsenal out of here now, bro, because it's getting boring now. So,
and you know what? I just deeped it as well. Like, I actually want to enjoy the final.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see a good game of football. And I'm not going to get that if Arsenal are in it. Send PSG through. One of Inter or Barca, cool. We'll have an entertaining final. I can chill.
I need PSG.
No personal attachment to it.
I need PSG Barca just for football, but I think that Inter are going to go through. I think Inter at home will do what's needed to be done, man. I just think that they're more street smart than Barcelona. I think Barcelona are very naive, man. Conceding 3 goals at home is embarrassing, really. Like, if we're being completely honest.
I've seen, like, I don't watch a lot of basketball. When I do, they do play a bit too high up for my liking for that squad.
That's what it is, bro. It's mad naive, bro. It's like, and the thing is, Inter are one thing about Inter, yeah, they're very clinical. They don't need loads of chances to score. Like, they don't. If you watch an Inter game, they'll score 3 goals, but maybe they had 5 chances. And even one of the goals they scored was offside as well, bro. Like, Inter, they don't take loads and loads of shots, but when they get into certain areas, they do kill. So I could see them killing off Barcelona in the second leg, probably.
I had to go in the penalties first. Didn't have a lot to get to judge them with.
Yeah.
Or to, like, separate them with.
No, true. So now it'll be interesting. Hey guys, make sure we run up the lights in here. Good news for us, we're being linked with goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's asking me about this Milinkovic-Savic that we've been linked to. Apparently, he was at the club when he was younger, already, and he couldn't get.
The one that's related to Sergi, isn't it?
It's his brother, yeah.
Yeah, because we were linked with him for a bit too.
Yeah, and we've been linked with this Joan Garcia brother, and man saying which one would I prefer, bro? I'll be honest, yeah. This brother is fucking Serbian and he's 6'8", bruv. Bring blood. You know them way there. That's it. 6'8", Serbian, brother. Bring, bro. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what leadership looks like, bro. If man want a proper man in goal, blood, instead of a little bitch, blood. You know them ones. Like, this is what it is. You see them Serbian brothers there, bro? Man know that he's controlling that box. Do you know what I'm saying? You know he's controlling that penalty area, bro. Them man are cold-blooded. So
that'll be a Courtois level cheat code.
Yeah, run that, bro, immediately. You know them ones there, Serbian and 6'8". Run that. Man don't care about this, the Spanish goalkeeper. Yeah, he might be better with his feet, but bro, man don't care about this. Ain't OnlyFans, bro. You get me? Like, run me the goalkeeper. Serbian 6'8", bro. Listen, that's serious business right there. If man
Imagine running 1-on-1 and seeing that octopus running at you.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. It's one of them things where, like, and from the highlights I've seen of him, he's quick off his line, yeah, and he's got a stupid physical presence. Stupid physical presence. It's one of them ones where you're going 1v1 against goalkeepers, and they spread. You can't get past them, bro. Like, and Alisson does it a lot. How tall is Alisson?
I don't think he's like that
6'5" or 6'5" or something. Maybe Alisson. I'm not sure, but like when Alisson like does his like wall block
6'4".
here. 6'4", bro. You can't, bro. He just covers the goal. This brother's 6'8", and he's bald before his time. That's how you know these guys are crazy, man. Like,
yeah, he don't play, bro.
6'8" and he's bald, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, run that. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where he will intimidate. There'll be none of these are blocking the goalkeeper off. He ain't blocking off no 6'8" goalkeeper, man. So if that's true, he won't be expensive, and he's on that. Man said he bald before 30. Yeah, bring immediately. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a no-brainer. The most important thing for me is that we're getting linked with goalkeepers now. That's the second goalkeeper we've been linked with within a month, which tells me that there's genuine interest in one, and we need one, man, because this Onana guy's he's an absolute bum. Do you know what I mean? What do you think is going to be your goalkeeper situation next season?
Probably just Petrovic. Petrovic comes back and competes with Jorgensen for the number 1 spot. Maybe Sanchez is still there, maybe not, but he can't be a starter, and I don't think he will be either. So I think because we have other areas that we need to strengthen, we're just going to stay at home with what we have. And to be honest, Petrovic has done really well with Strasbourg, so I don't even mind.
Oh, you loaned him out to your sister club. Okay.
Yeah, and he's been the best goalkeeper in the league there, apparently, or at least up there. So there's been a massive improvement in his game. That could be enough for me to just run with him for the year. Because my aim is getting the goal scorer. Get a goal scorer, get a centre back in. Although there's going to have to be 2 because it looks like we're getting Huijsen. So I want another experienced one next to him. And
is that happening now? Because he was linked with wasn't he linked with Liverpool?
He was, but like we're meant to be front runners for him. And I think we're offering him guaranteed minutes where Liverpool isn't. So if that's the case, fine. But like, I need another centre back with him because he'd be great with experience. If not, I feel like we're in the same position, just with a bit of an upgrade on Colwill.
Fairs. Yeah, well, to be honest, it's not hard to upgrade on Colwill. I don't rate that guy at all, bruv. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
Nah, he's
like right now he was good. He was good on Sunday, but overall, not done enough. Not done enough.
Now, fair. Man said that I'd rather have Petrovic as number 2, sell Sanchez and Jorgensen and get Kobo or something. You know what it is? Petrovic, from what I've seen, yeah, like in my opinion, I thought he was your best goalkeeper from what I'd seen, even though it's not a big sample size, but he looked competent in it. I was surprised when you let him go out on loan and kept Sanchez, but
it's because he couldn't play out the back. And like I guess it was just either written off or we thought it'd be easier to just let him develop at Strasbourg rather than take the risk. And it just turns out all he needed was some training because they've got him playing out the back brilliantly over there. And that's why I'm willing to bring him back because like he was already a decent shot stopper, a bit iffy at his near post, but other than that, nothing too frightening or anything. It was just, can you get him to play out the back and come out as line as well? And now he's a lot better at it. Bring him back. Because I ain't doing another year of Sanchez. Now, next season, we're trying to...
Do you think you can get money for him? Because I heard, the logic was, man was saying, Chelsea are playing Sanchez to get his value up. But surely the more you play him, the more his value goes down.
It will deprecate whether you don't play him or whether you play him. Just get rid of him and sell him to whoever wants him first. If not, just, I don't know, rip up the contract or something. No, you man got to make money or something, but if you decided to build this project under Brighton's number 3 goalkeeper, you deserve this. So wherever L you take is wherever L you take. Get rid. He's another one that's been better the last few games, but I don't care. I've seen enough with Sanchez. I don't care. Big up, though.
Man said Chelsea intend to add another right-footed left winger and centre-back to the group. in the transfer window this summer. Who have you been linked with, wingers wise? I see Arsenal got linked with that Bino Gittins brother or whatever, bro.
Yeah, us too.
I think he's trash, bro. Like,
Yeah, he ain't ready.
He's not ready, bro. Like, he's exploiting that league there, yeah. But bro, after what Nkunku done over there, yeah, like, brother, I can't lie. That high line tax, innit? Like, I don't think he does anything in the Premier League. I don't think he's anywhere near ready. I think he needs another season or two before you can really make your mind up on what he is as a player. Like,
completely agree.
what's
I'm
the
not
links?
into that at all. Not at all. I don't want him. I think he'd be better off like if you're in some mid-table Premier League club where there's a bit less pressure and you can just like grow at your own pace. Fine.
Yeah.
Chelsea, we ain't ready for that. If you're getting me a left winger, I want somebody that's ready now, not somebody that's ready in 3 years. And he's one that'll be ready in 3 years. I've seen Arsenal fans already drinking the Kool-Aid with him. Martinelli fans are in the mud and all of that. So,
bro, it's not hard, yeah, to upgrade on
doing?
Martinelli, though. Do you know what I mean? If you're an Arsenal fan, you are going to get excited by this player because the reality is Martinelli's one of the worst left wingers in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Considering how long he's been there and the experience he has in this league, yeah, he's awful. So I completely understand why they'd be excited by just the thought of replacing him, but this guy is not good.
Yeah, he's just raw. He's a raw talent. And we're going to act like he's going to come in and have a direct impact. No, that's why I don't want him. It's the same thoughts I had with the Garnacho links. So it's them two. We've been linked with Yildiz. We've been linked with Rafael Leao. I think that's it for the left wingers that we've been linked with so far.
Yildiz ain't for sale, is he?
Who?
I thought you said Yildiz. He's not for sale.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get him, but there's interest.
Bro, listen,
I think he ends up re-signing.
There'll be interest by everyone. He's a quality player, but do you know what I mean? Like, bro, that guy's gonna cost an arm and a leg.
Yep. And he's got a contract till 2028. I think they're planning on giving him another one, and they see him as their star boy for the future. Exactly. I think it's just an idea. But even then, he's another one that is a great talent, but isn't ready yet. So it's like, no. Now we ain't even been linked with Rodrigo like that, but that would be a serious move.
I see Rodrigo links with like Arsenal or something. One day they're not gonna pay that money. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal have crippled themselves here with that 100 and something million they spent on Declan Rice. Like, I remember when they spent that money, they were talking like they could spend that money every summer. Turns out they can't. Do you know what I mean? Because they haven't done anything remotely.
They don't win nothing.
Yeah, they ain't done anything remotely like that since. That was supposed to get them over the line, innit? I don't think Arsenal got 100 million for Rodrigo because you do not leave Real Madrid when you want to leave Real Madrid. You leave Real Madrid when they don't want you anymore. Like, that's the reality, innit? Like, this is what football teaches us. Football teaches us you leave Real Madrid when they don't want you no more, not the other way around. So even if he's not happy, that doesn't mean he can leave. And if Real Madrid let him leave, they're going to make sure that they get the bag for him as well.
Yep. And like I don't know where he ends up, but for us, I don't think we're going to end up getting him. I don't think Arsenal end up getting him. I don't even know who Arsenal end up going for, in all honesty. I feel like they're going to have another meaty window, at least by what they need. Because they haven't shown that they get what they need for the last 2-3 years or something. We know they need a goal scorer. The goal scoring left wing options aren't there. The striker options aren't there. They're just going to stagnate. And long may it continue. Long may it continue. Maybe Saliba ends up leaving after all.
I can't lie, bro. It's one of them ones where I think I don't know. I think that they could do better than that. I'll be honest, bro. I don't know, man. I think Saliba's a decent defender, but I think he's so overrated, man. Like, so overrated, man. I can't even lie. Like,
I mean, when it's a comparison to Van Dijk, I hear it.
He's a decent centre-back, man, but he's always got a mistake in him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's always got a mistake in him. I think he overplays. And he's just, I can't lie. I think it's just a PR thing. Like, when I watch him, he just looks like a good centre-back. But he doesn't look more than a good centre-back. He just looks like a good centre-back, you know? But the way that they talk about him, they talk about this guy like he's some Rolls Royce. He ain't no Rolls Royce, bro. He's just a good centre-back. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where I think that I think that Real Madrid would be interested, but Real Madrid would be interested the way they're always interested, bro, on a free, blood. Do you know what I mean? Or when they got your pants pulled down around your ankles, blood. That's what Real Madrid do. Real Madrid don't pay proper money for no one. Who's the last player they've gone out and spent proper money on? Like proper money. They don't do it.
Probably Hazard.
You
That's
see
probably
what I
why
mean?
they don't.
That's it. They don't do it. They just don't do it. Hazard, Bale, and CR7 are like the last players they've gone out and spent big money on. Maybe James Rodriguez, they spent, I think, like
Did they
60
spend
M's
big
on.
on Jude?
Actually, they did 80 million, didn't they? 80 million. Was it 80 million euros?
I don't remember the fee at all.
Yeah, I think it's like 80 million euros. And
100.
even the Jude and Tchouaméni things, when I look at how much they spent on them, it wasn't worth it. I can't lie. It wasn't worth it.
88 mil, yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 114 with add-ons.
See, bro, it wasn't worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? Jude ain't worth 100 million. Do you know what I mean? Like 100 million what?
So they've seen the inflation in the market and just said, let's just use up our aura for everything.
Bro, it's nasty, bro.
Yo, Madrid want you. Run down your contract, mate.
That's assuming that they hit the add-ons, yeah? Jude ain't worth that. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Do you know what I mean? 60 mil at best. Like, this is the reality.
I'm saying it on back again. He's the Brock Lesnar of Gallagher's. That's Super Saiyan shit.
Hey, Brock Lesnar, bro. Hey, bro. That's what bro, it's so right, bro. I swear down, like, Jude is so dead, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, we've seen it over both legs against Arsenal. What did he do? Like, do you know what I mean?
Ran around, kept himself busy, bro.
That's all he does. He runs around and does this and swears at refs. That's all he does. Like, bro.
Speaking of that, I want to see how many times Arsenal are doing that in the second leg. Whole fucking first leg, they're trying to get the fans up every time they made a mistake.
Yeah, facts. That's it, man. Like, it's bad, isn't it? Like, he done nothing over 2 legs against Arsenal. No one's talking about it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't lie. I'm not rating that at all, bro. 100 million for that is a disgrace. Even the money they spent on Tchouaméni as well. I think it more tells you the state of modern football, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because Tchouaméni's a decent midfielder, but again, yeah, he's not that good. Like, do you know what I mean? Respectfully, like, I remember when Tchouaméni and Camavinga were both in France, they were comparing Tchouaméni to like Pogba and stuff. Like, he's nothing like Pogba. Like, he's actually nothing like him. He's a steady Eddie, bro. Athletic midfielder. He's closer to John Obi Mikel than Paul Pogba.
Yeah, because Pogba has the level of tech that you rarely see in midfielders.
Yeah. He's closer to a John Obi Mikel, steady Eddie. Like, do you know what I mean? Marshals the midfield. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what Tchouaméni
is. Resistance, keep it the ball ticking, just all
keep
of that.
It simple. Like, it's true, bro. Like, that's what he's closer to. And Tchouaméni's not an 80 million player. No way. That, like, not even close. So when we're looking at football right now, it's like, it's almost like everyone is overrated to a certain point. They're either overrated or underrated, depending on what you like, innit? Like, but the majority
when it comes to price tag, though, it's majority overrated.
Yeah, majority overrated, overinflated. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this 100%. Is what it is. Man saying Tchouaméni's
Garnacho was 60 million in January. Like,
that's
crazy.
You should have taken the money. I can't believe he didn't take the money. Like, who needs to be slapped at Man United for not taking that money? 60 million for Garnacho is daylight robbery.
Oh no, we didn't offer that, thankfully. If you dropped that to 40 or something, we probably would have.
Like, yeah, bro, like daylight robbery, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like 60 million for Garnacho, bro. Anything over 30 million, yeah, is solid work. We got him for 500 grand. You know what I mean?
You went from your academy?
We bought him from Atletico's academy, and then he came through the academy. I think he was in the academy for a couple years, like not a long time. Do you know?
One of them that joined in the teenage years or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like when we signed Pogba young as well. Like, it was one of them ones. But either way, it's like, bro, it's 100% profit, bro. You know what I mean? 500 grand's fuck all, man. If you get 30 million for him, you've absolutely robbed the bank, let alone what these men are asking for. So I can't lie. I must say I like Enzo. Bro, Enzo, exactly. Enzo's a good player, but again, he's another one. He's a 60 million pound player. He's not 100 million. Yeah. And I said the same thing about João Neves as well. Like, everyone was gassing up João Neves and that, saying he's worth 70 million or whatever they paid for him, bro. He's never a 70 million pound player, bro. Like these players are with a little bit of tenacity and a decent level of technical ability. All of a sudden, they're 100 million now. Like, bro, for real. When I look in the modern game right
Enzo
now,
got down for like 6 months.
what's that?
He got down for like 6 months of form at Benfica in Argentina.
Yeah, and what was it? A release clause you lot played, or did you go above the release clause?
We paid above the release clause and then amortized
installments. Yeah, okay. That's what I mean.
We could do it for 8 years around them times.
Yeah. No, I hear it. That's what I'm saying. So this is a bit mad, but I think that's just where the game's gone right now. I think Caicedo, yeah, I can't lie.
Yeah,
I think Caicedo's worth the money, bro. Personally.
Yeah,
I think he's worth the money, bro, because this
guy
guy
could Brighton another 5 mil.
Yeah, he's worth the money. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the world, bro. I think in terms of box-to-box midfielder, he's ridiculous. Man could go to right back, and he's one of the best right backs in the world as well, blood. It's like, what the fuck, blood? Wherever you put this guy, yeah, he's ridiculous. Like, I can't even
ball carry, man can tackle, man's got the PMP,
and he can read the game as well. He's mad intelligent. Yep. Like, he's different. I can't lie. Caicedo improves every midfield in the world, innit? So that's how highly I rate him. There's not a single midfield that you put Caicedo in that's not a better midfield.
Damn right, man.
That's the reality. You know what I mean? If you swap Neves for Caicedo, bruv, you're eating. I can't lie. Like, it's just one of them ones. Like, the guy's ridiculous. So
we're about to give him a contract extension in the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, taking up to 2 years, man.
Chelsea are doing good business. I can't lie. The fact that one thing I rate about what Chelsea are doing now, as soon as their players start to show a sign of improving and outgrowing the deal they're on, bro, they don't fuck around. Do you know what I'm saying? They just say, all right, cool, here's some more money. That way players don't get their heads turned. They feel appreciated. There's no bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? They did it with Cole Palmer. One good season, they said, all right, cool, have an extra, 5-10 grand. Like, you get me? Then there's no chat. There's no unrest, bro, because you don't want a player to have 2 good seasons, yeah, and then they're looking at their contract, and then it's all like, right, you don't appreciate me kind of thing, bro. So that the Caicedo chat's coming at the right time, bro. I can't lie.
Yep, it really is, and I'm glad that we're acting so soon too. Like he could have got it to the end of last season, if we're being honest, because if Jackson got one, so could a Caicedo. But this season, run it. He seems very happy here. He's cooking. Give him everything that he needs. Everything he needs. Because I was saying from a year ago, this is the player that you build the team around.
Oh, fact. Do you think that you were premature with the Jackson new deal, though, in hindsight?
A little bit. Because that was just off a bit of a purple patch. No, I still think he can become the player that we all have envisioned him being, but I think it'll take a lot more time than what we're ready to do. And that's why we need to get another striker. I'm fine with him being the number 2. If anything, he should have been the number 2 this season. The fact that it's been him having to lead the line when he's very late in his what's it called? His experience. I think he only started playing professional football at the age of 19 or 20 or something. And he's only just been playing up top for a year or 2. No, he's just not ready to lead the line at Chelsea like that. Get someone above him, more experienced, a more proven goal scorer. Let him develop in his own time. You give him a year or 2, might actually be worth it. Because I do think there's a world-class striker in there. It's just not ready yet. Not ready yet. You need another number 9 instead. In fact, there's just him. That's a big problem.
I hear that, but who's that number 9 though?
For me, I want Osimhen, man. But I don't think we get him. Yeah. I don't think we get him. So
you think he ends up in the Middle East?
The way it seems like, probably, because I don't think anyone in the Prem is going to go near what he's asking for.
Yeah.
And unless it's a PSG thing, I don't see him going anywhere. I could just only see him
that PSG play though. I can't see them wanting a striker like him.
No, I'm just thinking people that clubs that would pay the package that he's on. I could see PSG do it. That's about it. That's about it.
I can't see. I can't see Luis Enrique looking at a striker of his profile Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, because they play two fluids for, I think, an Osimhen.
Yeah.
But end up having to become more like focused on him or getting all the service to him.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure, man. I'm not really sure, man. I saw you lot linked to Gyökeres, but I don't know how reliable that was.
We've never seriously been linked with him. Never
Yeah.
seriously. I still don't hear him as like a key name that we're looking at. It's like Osimhen, Delap, Sesko. That's the main names that we've heard so far. And on that, Isak as well is a dream move, but like with the amount that he's on, unlikely. Unless Newcastle don't get top 5.
How much is Isak on?
I think on like under 150. I think he's on like 120.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and he would want
120.
more. You'd want considerably more to move, you would think.
Now, if we were to have top 5, we could offer above 150k, just with the percentage going down if we drop out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, 150's he's gonna want at least 250 if he moves. If he's on like 120, he's gonna want to double his money. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best strikers in the league, innit? So he's gonna want the big bag to move. He's gonna want that Kai Havertz bag. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, then it ain't gonna work with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that your wage structure, and I think United are building a similar kind of wage structure. So I think we're going to be in the market for similar players, bro. I could see it going that way.
That's why we're both looking at Delap.
Yeah, 100%. And Delap, probably you could sign him for about 80. You could sign him for about 80. He's on what, 20 a week, innit? So you can easily slap him on 80 grand a week, and he's a happy guy, bro.
Yep. Like whoever we get, it's going to be something that we move quickly on. So it depends on if Delap's made his choice or not. Because we're going to want someone ready for the Club World Cup. Ideally, I mean, like, I don't want to go in with the same forwards that we have now.
That's the date is the 15th for that, isn't it? The Club World Cup.
Yes, 15th of June.
Yeah, amazing. I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I haven't looked forward to watching football in a little while, but I'm interested to see loads of different clubs in that, bro, and see how that goes down. I want to see how serious teams are taking. Nice. What's the format? Is it similar to the Champions
World Cup format?
Okay, so you just got the group stages, and then what? Have you got second group stages or straight into knockouts after the
straight into knockout, round of 16 onwards? Literally the same World Cup format. Just like dropped into the Club World Cup.
Okay, because I can't remember. Yeah, like the clubs even take that shit serious though. Like, or do you reckon they will? Obviously, I saw that.
I don't know.
I see Al Hilal were trying to sign Bruno for the Club World Cup or something like that. Apparently, he's their first choice signing. They're trying to sign Fernandez. And
like those aren't the clubs that I'm thinking won't take it seriously. I'm looking more at the European clubs because it's the worst time for them. That's in between our postseason.
Man, are saying the prize money is 100 mil. Fuck.
If what? Yeah.
The prize money is
a billion mil. Overall in prize money. So they're putting a lot into this tournament. They're really trying to get it to like shoot up this time.
Hey, what English teams are in this? Chelsea and who?
Just Chelsea and City. Because it's the 4 UCL winners, and then the rest are coefficient based.
I'm not trying to see Chelsea get any more money, bro. They already been taking the piss. You know what I mean? If they end up getting that,
if we win that, we get that badge for 4 years, bro.
Fuck.
4 years of club world champions and all that.
Ooh. And City don't need the money either, bro.
TV. I think Channel 5's got like a ton of Club World Cup games, and the rest are being shown on DAZN for free.
Shit, the bed. All right, yeah, we'll be there, people. We'll definitely be watching those games, bro. Fuck yeah, no, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money.
You got Flamingo. Jorginho's just gone over there. I got the Here We Go yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But hold on, the season's not done, though, bro. Is it pre-contract agreed?
Pre-contract agreement leaves at the end of the season. Because you know the transfer window opens early for the Club World Cup.
Yeah, but that's why them man are trying to get Bruno from us. Al Hilal.
That's how Jorginho's heading through.
Run that. You know them ones there. Run that. What's man talking about, bro? Give me that money for Fernandes, bro. I swear down.
That's
what it
another
is.
thing. Apparently, we have to play the star players.
Yeah, you have to for
Because of that.
advertising purposes. You can't have all
Yep.
that prize money if you're not going to play the strongest team, because obviously there'll be a lot of sponsorship money and they'll be guaranteeing them a certain caliber of player on show in it, so you have to do it. Which I'm
Exactly.
I'm here for that. I'm absolutely here for that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully we take this money from Al Hilal, guys. I can't lie, bro. All this stuff here about Bruno's an important player for the manager and all these things, brother. The guy's gonna be or is already 31 years old, bro. There's no 31 years old player that's important for Man United, bro. Do you know what I mean? If it's a rebuild, then everyone's for sale for the right price. That's my interpretation of a rebuild. You know them one. And you don't rebuild or build your team around someone the age of Bruno Fernandez. You don't. You build your team around Leniero and Amad Diallo. Those are the players that you build your team around. You build your team around under 25 players. So anyone over 25 years old, you don't build your team around. It's that simple.
I hear the argument.
Yeah.
Right,
so,
time to cash in.
Brother, we paid, I believe, 50-something million for Bruno. Well, including add-ons, it's like 60 mil we paid for Bruno, but I think up front we paid like 45, I want to believe. I think it was 45 plus 15 or some bullshit like that. You lot will know in the comments. If they can give us back, 60 million plus, give us back what we paid for him after everything that we've got out of him already, brother, it's great. It's great business. Give me the 60 mil back. Give me that back. You can have him. Do you know what I mean?
They do that, though. Actually, no, they probably just run for book value.
But his book value is not going to be that high, bro. I know that he just signed an extension, a 1-year extension, and he got a pay rise. So now he's on 300 plus. So getting him off the books would be crazy.
Because I remember that's what they did with us when we were negotiating with them. We sold like 3 or 4 players over to the Saudi group and everything. All they did was just pay the remaining book value and whatever contract they're on. Maybe they upped it a little bit for the likes of Kante. But that's what they usually do. Usually it's just like whatever he's worth on the books.
Decent. Listen, is what it is. I'll take that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of them ones where he's not a hard player to replace. Stylistically, he's difficult to replace because there aren't players in the world that play the way he plays. Do you know what I mean? But for good reason. You know, like that. So it is what it is. With the system that we play, it's one of them things where you get a competent midfield player, a very good midfield player, and then, well, we leave it there, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones where a lot of people are in love with what he's done at the club, but the truth is, this has probably been our worst period since he's been here. So I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? We've lost way better players than him, and I've given a shit way more. It's one of them things. So when we're saying that he's an important player for the system, I don't necessarily agree, because I don't think his skill set fits in any position in this system. In this current system we play, he's not a double pivot player and he's not a 10 player, really. Like, he's neither, in it. His skill set doesn't suit either. Like, he definitely suits a free role in a free midfield, and we're not playing that. So
I think when they say he suits the system, I think what it really means is he gets GNA in the system.
Yeah, but he is the system, though. Bruno is the system. And the problem with having Bruno as the system is, any player that's going to be my system has to be like a Neymar or a Pogba or something. If you're going to be my system, because I'm not against having the player as the system. I'm not against it. I'm the kind of coach that if I've got a player that's so good, I'm more than happy to make allowances for you. More than happy. But what I'm getting needs to be more than what I'm losing. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like with Bruno, you lose more than you get. That's my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's doing the GA thing, but I believe that you lose way more in possession, in build up, in discipline, in your shape. You lose way more than you actually get. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, cool, he might get an assist or he might get a goal, but his lack of discipline positionally will cost you 3 goals. So for me, the juice ain't worth the squeeze with Bruno Fernandez. It is what it is. But
I respect that.
But he does get GA. That's great. Do you know what I'm saying? He does get GA. But when I look at all the GA he's got and I look at where the team's finished, it's like your GA hasn't progressed us because you're getting all of these things, but at the expense of a cohesive team.
I think most of them's come in Europa anyway.
It might have, bro. I don't know where they are. Do you know what I mean? But I know from
That's from
watching
what I heard. I can't even
from
confirm
watching
myself.
Manchester United, I know the context of his GA. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will ignore the context because they're just obsessed with numbers. But for me, numbers are not more important than the context behind them. And the context behind his numbers are that his numbers don't make us a better team. They don't. And I said the same thing about CR7 before he joined Man United, and people were onto me when I said that he'd be a net negative and he'll take goals away from other people. And that's exactly what he did when he came in. So not all GA is good GA, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not.
I hear it.
So yeah, I'm open to moving him on for the right price. And that goes for a lot of players as well. I'm open to moving on a lot of Man United players for the right money, bro. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a very, very interesting window. Me for one, I'm optimistic about the window. I really am, bro, because off the back of the last window, I do trust Wilcox, and I do trust Vivell, and also they're saying that the Campos rumors have like, I think my man poured cold water on them and kind of insinuating that he's kind of using Man United's name to get a better deal at PSG. But the fact that we're even being linked with him, yeah, and there's a possibility that someone of that ilk could be at the club if they're available, like, it's good news for me, bro, because I do trust these guys in the transfer market. I know people aren't happy with the Dorgu signing at the moment. I think Dorgu will come good eventually, but also
Same.
I believe that Dorgu is a back four player being asked to play a position that he doesn't quite get yet. And I think that that's not necessarily his fault, bro. Like, you sign someone that's been playing in a 4 to play them in a 5, and you throw them straight in. Like, there's always going to be, teething problems.
Yep. I completely agree. Like, Dorgu's one that I thought's going to be a good player for a while. So like, I wouldn't write him off just based off like one bad season with a United squad that's already in transition, already has a ton of holes in the squad.
Facts. So yeah, man, I'm waiting anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, big up my brother. Come on, G. You already know what it is, bro. It's so that people need to understand negatives in sport in general, bro. Do you know what I mean? We got loads of basketball. We got loads of basketball fans in here, bro, and I see it in basketball all the time. There's loads of players that are amazing on the eye and they put up good numbers, yeah, but they're net negatives, and this is what it is, and that's why when I remember Kobe said about James Harden, he goes, yo, like, this guy he don't play championship winning basketball. He's a regular season fucking monster. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, he'll take you to the playoffs and then you're on your own. You know them ones, and that's what it is, bro. Like, that's what it is, and that's Bruno. Like, he'll take you to the playoffs and then you're on your own, innit? So I can't lie. It's the same with Luka, bro. Remember when I was watching the finals last year, yeah? No defense, bro. It was pissing me off. The guy don't even get off the floor to contest shots. You don't get off the floor to contest shots. And the thing is, basketball is end to end. So it's just as important, if not more important, what you do off the ball than on the ball, bro, because it's literally back and forth. So you have a go, I have a go. You have a go, I have a go. And if you're not doing anything, yeah, on the defensive end, yeah, you almost cannot make up for it on the other end. It's kind of impossible. Do you know what I mean? If your team's playing with a man down when they're defending, most of the time, you're a liability. Most of the time. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. And in football, it's the same. Like, you have to look at what players give you off the ball. And it's not what a lot of football fans don't understand. They think that just because a player's running around a lot, they're helping their team. But the best players defensively don't run around a lot. They're the guys that know where to be. They're the guys like the Caicedos that can just read the danger and put the fire out before it even starts, bro.
3
Like,
steps ahead, bruv.
that's what I'm saying. Those are the best players. People think, yeah, they think that the best players in football are the ones that are running around like headless chickens. But bro, if you're doing all that running, all that means is that you're out of position anyway. You're out of position. Because if you're not out of position, you
That's why
don't
when
need
man
to
was
run.
flexing, like I remember Zuma back in the day. I was like, he's a great tackler and everything. Yeah, because he's recovering all the time.
Recovery runs, bro. Zuma was the recovery slide tackle thing all the time. That was Kurt Zuma. And this is the problem with a lot of football fans. They see high output in terms of running as being a great defender, but it's like, no, you're not reading the game. You're not reading danger. You're not doing these things. Like Caicedo, a lot of the time, yeah, he don't run around a lot, and it's small little bursts, and he's intercepting, and even to a certain degree, yeah, what's his name? Fabian was doing the same thing against Arsenal. The reason why Neves stood out more to people is because Neves was the one crashing into tackles and making the last ditch penalty area tackles. But Fabian was the one that was just stepping in and just taking the ball and popping it off. And he's doing the least amount of running. So you're not really recognizing what he's doing, bro, because you're not really seeing him have to like bust a lung to make
challenges. That remind me of Jorginho back in the day.
That's what I mean. And Matic before. Matic was the same. Matic was the same. Matic used to look like he always just had everything under control, bro. He always just had the fire blanket and he just boom, just put the fire out. You know what I'm saying? And those are the kind of players that win you championships, but they get overlooked for the most part. People would rather have a Conor Gallagher or an Agate running around.
Yep. Even like when we won the UCL, I was like, everyone said Kante was carrying Jorginho. I was like, no, they were both carrying each other.
Yeah.
Let's respect that pivot, man.
Doing different jobs.
N'Golo Kante was on fucking smoke in the UCL, but like Jorginho was the one sitting back, giving him the freedom to be able to bomb forwards.
But also, Kante's not just a runner. Kante's reading of the game was elite level as well. You know, like that. That's the difference. Yeah. Like he would intercept here. And yes, there would be instances that Kante got to certain situations that normal humans wouldn't have got to because he had the engine, but he still had to read the play first. He wasn't just running for running's sake. That's what Ugarte does. Ugarte just runs for
and then he could get the ball and like dribble past a player or two as well.
But that's what I'm saying. And this is what it is. Like Kante had the Ugarte engine, yeah, but with the reading of the game that Caicedo has. And that's why Kante was so effective. It wasn't just because he ran. It wasn't just because of that. So him and Jorginho, two high IQ players. Jorginho was better in the first phase and Kante was better box to box, and them two complemented each other. So,
and that was my thing. It was like, look, say both of them have helped each other get the best out of each other, because that's what it is. Not a fucking Kante's carried Jorginho to a best award. No,
it wasn't that.
Both of them cooked.
Jorginho, top player.
Yeah, man. Reals. That's why I'm glad he's left. I'm glad he's left Arsenal, because for like 3 years I ain't even been able to big him up like that.
No, 100%. So yeah, I don't know. But again, you have to have a deeper than base level understanding of football to actually recognize what these players actually bring to your team, bro. And this is why in sports you don't just look at output to determine the importance of a player in a squad in any sport, because there's always more to it than that. And this is why even with the goalkeeper,
the further back you go on the pitch. I was hearing people tell me Rice over Caicedo because he took 2 free kicks. I was like, shut up, man.
Yeah, but this is what it is. He scored the 2 free kicks and everyone was doing the world-class shouts for like 3 days, bro. And then it went away when they saw him play the following game. Like,
exactly.
We can't judge players based purely on statistics. And that's why even, guys, when you ask me about the goalkeeper, Milinkovic-Savic, yeah, I want him in goal at Man United just because of the intangibles, mate. You know them ones. It's not even about, I don't need to see his stats. I know his stature. I know his background. Do you know what I'm saying? The guy's Serbian, bro, and he's 6'8". I don't need to know anything else. You know, I don't need to know nothing.
Like, no nonsense, just run it.
Bro, but that's what I mean. Them man are real men, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that no one's gonna be able to bad him up in the 18-yard box. Impossible. You're not badding up my goalkeeper. He's taller than you, he's bigger than you, he's stronger than you. And bro, them man are proper stoic men, bro. Them Eastern European Donnies, especially like from that region. Do you know what I mean? Man ain't getting.
Looks like he's got the nastiest poker face.
But that's what I'm saying. From that region, man ain't getting no Zinchenko blood. Like man's getting a real stoic Serbian brother. You know them way there. Like, this is what I'm saying. So man's really getting that. So if you get a brother like that, that's a dominant goalkeeper. That's what you're getting. You're not getting, no one's badding him up. Impossible. Like, man knows that already. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where just the intangibles alone, you know that he'll be able to command the area. And especially with goalkeepers, they need to be able to command the centre backs, and they need to be able to control the line. They have to have a certain aura. They need to have a certain confidence. They need to have a certain personality.
Yeah.
I hate timid goalkeepers. The one thing that I didn't like about David De Gea was that he didn't have leadership qualities, bro, as a goalkeeper. And that's why when he wasn't playing well, we always felt it. We always felt it, bro, because he don't have leadership qualities, bro. Like, your centre backs have to be confident when they're playing football ahead of that goalkeeper. If the ball goes over the top, yeah, they need to be confident that, yeah, he's got it. With David De Gea, he's not commanding, bro. That's the difference between him and someone like Courtois. Courtois commanded his area, bro. And it wasn't just his stature, it's his body language, it's his presence in the box. De Gea never really had that. De Gea was always just a great shot stopper. That was it. But he never had that physical
And
presence.
then even after a while, that disappeared.
Well, exactly. So, like, presence is very important. That's what Schmeichel had. That's what Van der Sar had. The reason why we were comfortable with these goalkeepers is because they commanded the area. It was more than just their ability to make saves, bro. It was more than that. When you see pictures of Schmeichel, when you see pictures of Van der Sar, there's always pictures of them shouting at their centre backs all the time. Those are the only pictures you'll ever see. They're pointing and shouting at people. David De Gea, most of the time you see pictures of him, man sulking, bro. Like, man's got his head down and that, and he's just got this victim body language, bro. Man got packed and he looks like he's
got his
sulking.
hands out or something like that.
He always looks like he's sulking and that, bro. Like, man, I don't need that. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, like, the intangibles with goalkeepers are very, very important. Very important, because for the most part, most goalkeepers should have basic fundamentals, unless we're talking about Onana, bro. He's fucking useless. But most of them,
even Sanchez, I could say, can shot stop. I don't think you can do anything else, but you can shot stop.
That's it. So it's just one of them things. I think there's more to selecting a goalkeeper than just, yeah, cool, he can make saves, because most goalkeepers can make saves under no pressure.
Yeah, you're demanding a lot more from your keepers now in the modern day. You have to be good with your feet. You have to have a good mentality. You have to be able to claim a lot more. You can't just... That's why I can't deal with Sanchez, because you are a good shot stopper, but, like, I need more. It ain't like 20, 30 years ago where you just had to be a good shot stopper and we can pattern the rest.
Facts.
I need more now.
100.
And you ain't that guy. That's our fault behind the number 3.
But enough said, man. Big up you lot. Run up the likes. You already know what time it is. Rants and Gunner coming up on Lee Gunner's channel. We're gonna redirect over there. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel. The link is in the title, man. Closing in on that 60K, man. So make sure that you support.
Man, God willing, soon.
Yeah, definitely soon, man. You lot make sure you support that. Probably you got the Club World Cup as well, man. So hopefully by the end of that, do you know what I'm saying? That's extra content for you as well, Club World Cup.
Yeah, man. Good summer ahead. Good summer ahead. We got Capital Conflict tonight, though. So Northside Mike's Jay's going to be pulling up. So keep a lookout for that, man. It's meant to be one where we cuss each other around. We're just cussing out our own clubs. So, yeah, therapy session, innit? Up the Chelsea. But great to be back on as always.
Nah, big up, man. So you lot make sure you support over there. And yeah, road to 15 now on the Clips channel. We hit 10K, I think, last week. So
let's go.
Big up everyone. Make sure you subscribe to the Clips channel as well. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys over on